Willkommen in München. Welcome to Munich, one of the most happening cities in Germany. You may know this city as the hosting place for Oktoberfest, but let me tell you, it's so much more than that because I'm here right after Oktoberfest and I have been stunned by the beauty, the architecture, the food and of course the beer. So in this video, I'm going to share how you can spend 2 days in Munich and also my experience of traveling solo over here. Let's go. What a beautiful sunny day here in Munich, and today I've signed up for a group tour to the very famous Neuschwanstein Castle. It's the fairy tale castle and so much more. I'm so excited for the day today because it's also my first visit to a castle in Europe in general, and we all know how beautiful a fairy tale is the word for it. And I'm not going to say much today, so let me actually just take you there. So this is the bus, and I boarded this bus from this meeting point in Munich, very near to the central point. And so basically we did that, and half an hour into the journey we've stopped for a washroom break. And then we're going to reach the village from where we can probably walk near the castle or something like that, but we're shortly going to find out.
All right, it's kind of like the Bavarian alternative to a muffin and a coffee. You can get a Labour case and a Weiss beer.
And this is Samuel. We were the only 2 solo travelers in a group full of families and couples. Watch me make him feel awkward. You want to tell us how the currywurst was? No?
So these are great fries.
Great fries. So we are going towards the Alpsee. Are you excited?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so our first stop in this tour is this beautiful little town. We just had some food and walked up to this beautiful lake that you can see behind me. It's called Alpsee, and I can see people boating, I can see people swimming in the water as well. It's pretty cold, but also like a very pleasant weather, and the water is super clear. I feel like I can just sit here all day, but now we have to head to the castle, so we're gonna probably hike up to the castle.
The interior of the castle, you need to be inside the castle before 2:30. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I don't think it. Aren't you tired? No?
It's good. Easy one.
Easy one? Yeah. I think my expression said. Yeah. It's a video now.
Really?
So we've just made it to the bridge from where we can get this view of the Neuschwanstein Castle, and this view alone is making the entire hike and the entire tour so damn worth it. I could not stop saying wow as I reached this location, and I'm absolutely stunned just standing here. It's actually like a fairy tale. There's a reason that this was the inspiration behind Cinderella. It's called the Cinderella Castle for a reason, and I can see it by standing here.
Construction ceased upon the king's untimely death in 1886. 7 weeks after his death, it was opened up as a tourist attraction. All right, people have been kind of coming in and out of there.
So the final verdict on the Neuschwanstein Castle. Say that again?
Neuschwanstein Castle.
Neuschwanstein. It's like Wingardium Leviosa. Anyway, so the final verdict, if you're considering or reconsidering if you should do this day trip from Munich, do not think twice. You should absolutely come here when you're in Munich. The entire day was so dreamy, it was so fairy tale like, and it is called the fairy tale castle for a reason. What did you think?
It was stunning, guys. Amazing views. If you go to Munich, you'll have to see this.
Yeah, you have to come here, and I would also say that get the ticket to get inside the castle as well, because it's very interesting. It is not possible, not allowed to film inside, so I couldn't really show what's inside, but it's very, very interesting to know everything. that we got to know, right? So yeah, and the walk was also pretty pleasant, right?
Yeah,
Right?
really.
Yeah, it was
I mean, it was an easy one, right?
Very easy. Okay, anything else that you want to say to the people?
Hello, guys, enjoy.
And as we go back to Munich, the first place we hit is a beer garden. And even if you aren't a beer fan like me, you have to come here simply for this vibe. How is it?
It's actually really good.
Yeah? It's time for dinner. Germany is huge on vegetarian culture, and we have come to a place that serves vegetarian version of German delicacies. Let's try it out. So here I have with me Jessica. So what did you think about the steak that we tried?
So it's really good. I normally eat meat, but I wanted to try something different today. And if you hadn't told me this was vegetarian, I definitely would not have thought this was vegetarian. Like,
Wow.
It totally tastes like meat.
Oh wow, that's a big thing to say.
Yeah, it's good.
So good. It's not just apples. It's something sour as well. It's adding so much. I can't recall what, but it's good. It tastes good. That's all it matters. That's all that matters. I started my day with my favorite thing to do in any new place, a walking tour which I booked using the app Guru Walk, which started here in Marienplatz. Oh, by the way, everybody here is gathered and clicking pictures for the 11 a.m. puppet show.
You see, Munich is a busy place. Marienplatz especially can be very busy on the weekends. However, the old palace here is always chill and quiet. It's a lovely place to be. Hofbrau House, and here it is. You can see the logo there with a crown on it. This crown meant that it was for the royals only until Ludwig opens it up to the people.
On the tour, we learnt about the beer culture, the history, visited churches, beer gardens, and ended the tour here. Oh, this is done for good luck, by the way. After that, I met Anshita, who also lives in Munich, and she very kindly decided to show me some cool spots. Isn't it best to explore a place from a local's eye? So there's a concept in Germany called Ruhetag, which means resting or a quiet day, which of course, you guessed it right, are Sundays. On Sundays, the supermarkets are closed, the shopping outlets are closed, so you will find people spending time in the nature with their loved ones, with their families, having picnics, enjoying picnics, and with the same spirit, I've come to this place called English Garden, and it's such a nice and calming vibe, just sitting around the Isar River, and just like observing things around you is such an experience over here. And the best part is that you can find everything. There's a mini waterfall like you can see behind me, there's a river of course, there's a garden, there's nature, greenery, I think there's a beer garden inside as well. There is cycling tracks and so much more, so much that you can do just in this garden. So even if you're not visiting on a Sunday, I highly recommend you add this to your itinerary, spend half a day in this garden or a couple of hours in this garden. That's exactly what I did, and I'm glad I spent the Sunday just like a local. And my favorite part about this park, you can actually surf over here. So I just noticed that a lot of people who look like advanced surfers were surfing in this river, and that is just so cool to watch. I think this is one of the largest surfing spots in a city that is there or that I've seen. for lunch, we have come to Augustiner Brau München, and I am trying, it's a vegetarian dish, I am trying Käse Spätzle, which is, Käse means cheese, and Spätzle, it's like a pasta with cheese and fried onions, which is a very unique combination, something I've never tried before, so let's dig in. Wow. If you're a vegetarian, you have to try Käse Spätzle somewhere in Germany. Actually quite good. And I feel like the crispiness of the onion, which is also a little sweet, is complementing the texture of the pasta and cheese. And it's served with salad. Ending the video with a hostel recommendation, I stayed at Euro Youth Hostel, which honestly felt more like a hotel but had dorm room options. Super clean, great location and amazing breakfast. I highly recommend it. Hope you found a lot of helpful travel tips. Do subscribe to the channel and I'll see you from a brand new country.